We all like listening to music, and a lot of music that people enjoy around the world comes from the UK. Adele, Florence and the Machine, Tiny Temper, and Snow Patrol are just a few of the UK singers and bands you might know. As well as popular music, people in Britain enjoy a wide variety of recorded and live music, from classical performances to DJs in clubs. At school, students often play in classical orchestras and rock bands. Traditional forms of British music include folk music, played mostly on instruments like guitars and violins, and, in Scotland, on the bagpipes.
Okay, well, my favourite British musical artist is Ben Howard, because when he sings you really connect with him and he really gets into the music, which is really good.
My favourite British artist ever would be the Beatles. I just grew up with them, my family loves them.
The Beatles became famous during the 1960s, which was a very important time for the development of popular music in the UK. This decade saw the rise of bands like the Rolling Stones, who were leaders for both music and fashion. The Rolling Stones are still very popular today. While these bands were successful in Britain, they had even more success in America and many other countries around the world. This is the Beatles on their first tour of the USA. One of the Beatles, Paul McCartney, continues to be very successful as a solo artist even today. Most people in the UK now buy music tracks as downloads to listen to on MP3 players. Although there are shops that sell CDs of all kinds of music, as time goes on, these are becoming less popular. In the year 2000, people bought 190 million CDs, but 10 years later, they only bought about half that number, with sales of only 105 million CDs in the UK. This is not surprising when you can now carry around an entire music collection in your pocket or on your phone.
I listen to my music mostly on my phone.
I listen to music most often when I'm at festivals and when I go to gigs.
As well as recorded music, you can also listen to live music in lots of different venues. When bands first perform in public, they often play in small pubs, clubs, and local music venues, often only to their friends. Well-known performers play in much larger venues, such as the O2 Arena. This is a large stadium in London, where people can go to enjoy pop and rock concerts by artists such as Coldplay. It will cost you between £50 and £70 for a ticket to see a band like Coldplay at the O2. The Royal Albert Hall in London is a very important venue for classical music concerts and hosts 2 months of concerts every summer called the Proms. London is also a good place to watch a musical. You can see large productions such as Cats and Les Miserables. These shows often tour around the country as well, and are sometimes on tour for years. Several major cities in the UK have their own orchestras, and opera is also very popular. Every summer, there are lots of music festivals around the UK. Some of these specialise in one style of music, such as folk, rock, or dance. Other festivals invite many different musicians and attract a wider range of music fans. Probably Britain's most famous music festival is the Glastonbury Festival, that is held in June on a farm in the southwest of England. Well known for great music, Glastonbury is also famous for bad weather and lots of mud.
It's been good fun, but obviously the rain isn't what you want, but you have to live with it.
Good, pretty tired, pretty wet, but we're okay. We're smiling, we had a good time, so yeah, happy times really.
It's been brilliant. Apart from the mud and the weather, it's been fantastic.